At least 90% of the people who submitted VODs for me to review end up thirsting an opponent at the wrong time in their game, whether that's in the middle of a fight or when their teammates are dying and need their help. It's an issue that we all have dealt with, and some of us still do, even if you don't realize it. Here are some reasons to thirst, how to thirst effectively, and at the end of the video I will show some examples of what not to do. First off, shield swapping. You're in the middle of a fight, you knock an opponent, but he takes away all of your shield. The best thing to do in that scenario, instead of healing, which takes way too long with cells, a bat, a phoenix kit, or even a med kit, is to thirst that opponent, kill them while they're down, and take their shield. This isn't going to the store grocery shopping with your mom when she says it'll only take 20 minutes and you end up there for 2 hours. This is going into the box, picking up a shield, getting out of it, and it shouldn't take more than 5 seconds. Another reason to thirst an opponent is if you have nothing whatsoever. You just got respawned, for example, and you drop on a supply bin with an RE45 on the inside. You knock an opponent that your teammates called out to be one shot. You literally have nothing else but this RE45 to your name. So what you do is you kill that person that you just knocked or your teammates just knocked. You pick up their gear, their loot, their armor, everything. You just spam click it, pick it all up. Doesn't matter what you're picking up because it's better than just an RE45, so you're able to get back in the fight and help out your squad. Another reason is for ammo, because without bullets you can't kill people in this game effectively. And heals are also very important, especially if you have none at all and you were severely damaged in the middle of a fight. You can shield swap and then pick up their heals and ammo and whatever the heck you need, but make it quick. Make sure you're picking up what you need and not anything extra. Another reason to kill a downed opponent is for RP. In ranked, you want to do this because there are only 2 ways to get RP in ranked, and that is through placement or kills. It only goes up to 5 kills and assists added together in rank, so if you're above that, there's really no reason to kill a down opponent, unless for the very last reason right here, and that is if they have a gold knockdown shield. And you may not know if they have a gold knockdown shield, but a good way to bait an opponent to bring out his knockdown shield is to simply shoot him as he's going down into the knockdown state. Even though you can't damage them for 2 seconds after you get that knock notification on your screen, they will instinctively pull out their knockdown shield regardless because they don't want to die. If it's gold, kill them. If it's not, it can wait. And if you're wondering whether or not damage to knocked players counts towards a 2K, 3K, or 4K badge in this game, it does, but only the flesh damage, which goes up to a maximum of 100 damage. As for some ways that you can thirst effectively in this game, thermite grenades go through knockdown shields along with lifeline shields. Definitely throw those at a knocked opponent. Another way is a finisher move. Doing the finisher move, you get your entire shield bar back. It completely fills up if you finish it, but you run the risk of being shot by 1 bullet and it gets canceled. And since you are pretty much a stationary target when doing a finisher move on a knocked opponent, you are very, very vulnerable, and you have to be careful and know that you're safe for where you're doing it. The last way to kill a knocked opponent efficiently is simply by juking them out. Knocked opponents turn slower with their knockdown shield out, and if you're trying to kill someone with their knockdown shield out, you can't if you're shooting them head on. So you have to get right on top of them and juke left and right and then back left again, so they turn to the right when you're already on the left hand side back to where you were, and you're able to get some damage on their knocked body. Now let's move on to the 3 examples I wanted to show you. The first one here is by Brotendo. He ends up going around this truck. He knocks an enemy Bloodhound player. However, the issue with this afterwards, he has no shield at all. His teammate is shooting at someone up here. His teammate's over on the right hand side. They are crossing fire like this. Brotendo has no shield at all. He has 6 cells to heal with, but instead, Brotendo ends up pushing, thirsting the Bloodhound for no reason whatsoever, doesn't even shield swap off him, but ends up running away from the person that is up top on the hill shooting at the teammate. But luckily for him, this enemy ends up running over to the left and down and inside the building, so that enemy up top wasn't there to kill Brotendo. Instead, he heals inside this building where the enemy comes in and eventually gets knocked by that enemy. Next clip is by YBP. He ends up going on a huge flank to help out his Revenant teammate. He knocks his Octane. He goes for the thirst, goes for a reload, and thirsts this Octane, all while his teammate Revenant is fighting 2 people alone. Now, Bloodhound and Watson here are very lucky because Revenant is a decent player and ended up knocking one of the enemy opponents and even got the last one to one-shot. If Revenant wasn't such a good player in this scenario and just got knocked immediately, those two players that knocked Revenant would be distracted on probably thirsting Revenant, and at the same time while our player here was thirsting this Octane, he could have pushed up and engaged this enemy team. However, the Allfather blessed him and his teammate was pretty decent. This last clip here isn't so much what the Wraith player does, it's actually what the enemy Bloodhound does to her. She ends up knocking his shield off, however, he just starts punching her, just non-stop punching her. I have no idea why. It makes zero sense why he's doing this, because later down in the clip where Wraith ends up eluding his death box because she gets revived, we see that there's plenty of ammo, he has guns, he has maxed out attachments, his armor is broken, but he had a battery, he had a Phoenix kit, he had cells, he had everything to heal. And Bangalore is very close to death right here. So even if Bloodhound just turned around and knocked Bangalore, it would have given a 1v1 situation for his last team member and this lifeline on this Wraith player's team. And this play alone costed them the game. Wraith ends up getting rezzed, Bloodhound gets knocked, and the squad then gets wiped. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to drop a like, a comment down below of whether or not you thirsted a knocked opponent recently and how that situation went out. And of course, if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe for more videos just like this, because I've been DistinctGamer. I'll see you all next time. Peace!